here today with Phil'sGang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row with two of the fastest growing companies in America. Phil will share his business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, Fridays only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Please grab a pen and paper or type this into your phone. InvestYourself.com. For the best free financial newsletter on the planet, go to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. Hi, my name is Bob Renier, and for over 20 years I've been publishing InvestYourself.com, and I guarantee this is the only newsletter that provides the truth, it's easy to read, and it's free. Consider this. The feds have just ended the QE program in this country, but Japan and Europe continue to print money, and all of this affects our stock market in ways you've never seen before. I invite you to sign up at InvestYourself.com. Our absolutely free newsletter will help guide you through what's really affecting our markets instead of the nonsense you hear from the mainstream media. For over 20 years, people have called it the best free newsletter on the planet, and I think you'll agree. Take a moment and go over to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. It's absolutely free, no credit card required, no ID required. Simply pop your email address in the box. That's InvestYourself.com, InvestYourself.com.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
I'm here today with Phil'sGang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men.
America, for all that we have endured, for all the grit and hard work required to come back, for all the tasks that lie ahead, know this: the shadow of crisis has passed, and the state of the union is strong. At this moment, with a growing economy, shrinking deficits, bustling industry, booming energy production, we have risen from recession freer to write our own future than any other nation on earth. Today, thanks to a growing economy, the recovery is touching more and more lives. Middle-class economics works. Expanding opportunity works.
It works. Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country off the Wall Street Radio Network. Last night, when I was watching Obama, I thought, wait a minute, I'm on a different planet. Things are so wonderful. What, are you nuts? The crisis has passed? The first thing I thought of, this president opened his mouth, was why would I be so lucky this time to believe this guy, that he's telling us the truth? When his last 5 State of the Union addresses, we have identified 112 times he lied. 112. This is the same man who said we could keep our health insurance, we could keep our doctor if we liked them, period. This is crazy. This is the same guy when he made that statement 2 years earlier with the Harvard professor Gruber, who was his architect for Obamacare, said then, it was impossible, Mr. President. You can't go out and tell people they can keep their insurance, they can keep their doctor. They can't. But so confident in the stupidity of the American people. In his 6 State of the Union addresses, he duplicates his lies from one year to another. For example, every year he has pledged to pass comprehensive immigration reform, overall corporate taxes, reduce regulations, close Guantanamo Bay. Are you kidding? He pledged to cure cancer, cut the deficit in half before his first term was over. to freeze government spending. Remember all that? It was incredible.
Pleased to say that the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act is now law. Over the next 2 years, this plan will save or create 3.5 million jobs. More than 90% of these jobs will be in the private sector. We have launched a housing plan that will help responsible families facing the threat of foreclosure lower their monthly payments and refinance their mortgages.
All lies. That was, remember those programs? The HOPE program? He was going to help something like 15 million people. He only helped 325 people. It was all a lie. It was all a fake. He just put them out there just to pacify everybody, to pretend he was doing something. HOPE program, there was 2 other programs, HAMP and HARP, all lies. Didn't help anybody. One program, he claimed they were going to do 5,000 people. They helped less than 150 people. So I'm watching last night. How could people believe this guy? Anything he says. Yet without shame. As we talked about, he knew he lied to us about the health care. And in fact, what was interesting, when he was told by the architect, Gruber, don't go out and tell people that they can keep their health care because they can't. He reminded them this is the same juncture where the Clintons arrived, the same point. And they had to make a decision. And they decided not to go forward with it because they weren't going to lie to the American people. But this president and Gruber said, yeah, but we're a little smarter than the Clintons. We think the American people are so stupid we can get away with it. So last night, the same attitude, he starts again. I mean, I can't believe what he was saying. Talking about income inequality. The Clinton years, 45% of all personal income gains went to the top 1% of the population. Bush, it was 65% of all the income gains went to the top folks. Under Obama, it's a staggering 85% of personal income gains going to the top 1%. 85%. Yet he's blaming everybody for this gap in income. More than 28 million Americans, part-time jobs, the highest since World War II. Rate of small business ownership in the United States has plunged to an all-time low. Low-paying jobs have been gaining by 3.8 million since 2010 and now account for 44% of all employment. And despite the record levels of tax collection, the national debt keeps increasing. And yet he tells us what about wages?
Today, thanks to a growing economy, the recovery is touching more and more lives. Wages are finally starting to rise again.
No, they're not. Wages aren't rising. Wages are going down. Low-paying jobs have been gaining by 3.8 million since 2010 and now account for 44% of all employment growth. Wages are going down. What's he talking about? The average hourly earnings has fallen by 0.2% in December. They fell, not up. What's more, take the November. Remember the big increase that he was taking a victory lap on, the 0.4% increase? In December, they slashed them in half. They said they were wrong. They revised them down to 0.2%. And that adjustment exerted downward pressure on the year-over-year earnings, which are now a pathetic 1.7%, the smallest year-over-year increase in wages since 2012. But he tells us last night just the opposite.
Today, thanks to a growing economy, the recovery is touching more and more lives. Wages are finally starting to rise again.
See, he just continues to believe we're stupid. Just like with the health care. At least the Clinton gives them credit. They say, well, we don't think people are that stupid, so we're gonna take the health care issue and just gonna get rid of it. Then he goes on to tell us how he created 11 million jobs. Here he goes again.
And over the past 5 years, our businesses have created more than 11 million new jobs.
That is not true. His own BLS came out and says it's not true. And the red flag came out a couple months ago, and they did a study and saw the small businesses, there was more closing their doors than opening. 470,000 compared to 400,000. So 470,000 businesses closed their door, 400,000 opened their doors. That was a red flag. The BLS goes back and checks all the withholding taxes, because everybody has to pay a tax, right? Withholding when you're working. And it identified that he's been overstating his numbers by about 4 million people. 4 million, 5 million actually. He's only created 6 million jobs, not 11. And that's his own BLS. And boy, there was a lot of BS last night. We'll be right back after this break. 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. The recent volatility in the stock market is exciting because using our own high-tech charting and option tools, we were able to pinpoint and capture in advance for our Phil Gang members the recent 18% key reversal in gold mining stocks after a 30% drop. I personally, along with Donald Cogswell and Bob Renier, invite you to the Volatility Means Opportunity webinar on Saturday, January 24th from 12 to 2 p.m. to share with you using that same knowledge and expertise in charting and options that will now help pinpoint the next powerful key reversal in oil and oil service stocks. And as a bonus, a free 2-week archive, all for just $75. Register today at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. See you on the charts. Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information and be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. The recent volatility in the stock market is exciting because using our own high-tech charting and option tools, we were able to pinpoint and capture in advance for our Phil Gang members the recent 18% key reversal in gold mining stocks after a 30% drop. I personally, along with Donald Cogswell and Bob Renier, invite you to the Volatility Means Opportunity webinar on Saturday, January 24th from 12 to 2 p.m. to share with you using that same knowledge and expertise in charting and options that will now help pinpoint the next powerful key reversal in oil and oil service stocks. And as a bonus, a free 2-week archive, all for just $75. Register today at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. See you on the charts. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We're taking a look at the state of the lies, the state of the pork, the state of the redistribution of wealth. That's what we're looking at. But first, a reminder. All of this is going to make a weak economy, not a strong economy. And it has. We have the slowest recovery in 20 years. And with everything that you heard him talk about last night, the median household income for the middle class has been the lowest since World War II under Obama. Part-time workers have increased by 54% under Obama. We have 28 million more Americans working part-time than any other time. And we have more people, the unemployed, that are classified as discouraged, who've given up work, and they decided to go on disability checks and welfare because they can do better. We've never had that many people. We have nearly 100 million people that dropped out, and they're going on disability. They dropped out. They don't want to be in the workforce anymore. Why? Because they can go now to free college. Free this, free that. I'm surprised they didn't bring up the free cell phones. I'm surprised. Jobs are now paying 23% less than the day he took office. It's amazing, isn't it? So when you hear this kind of stuff,
Middle class economics means helping working families feel more secure.
more secure, sure. Redistribute wealth. That's how they get secure. Not by creating opportunities, not by creating jobs, not by taking a guy who goes to work every day, provide a job for him. Let him go to work every day and say he's going to be the manager. And then give him the incentive to say, I'm going to own the business. And then give him the incentive to say, I'm going to go to Wall Street and I'm going to build an empire. What he's been doing is he takes the incentive away from to provide for the $60 billion worth of community college tuition. That he's not going to pay that. He's not going to pay that by getting people back to work and getting more income tax. No, that's not the way he's going to do it. He's not going to pay for the Obamacare $1.8 trillion by getting people back to work. He's not going to do that. Hell, he takes Keystone. He could have taken he's killing 42,000 new jobs that would have provided income to our treasury, income tax to our treasury, could have paid for the Obama care, could have paid for the community college. But no, his thing is, let's take from the wealthy. Well, once you bleed the wealthy, this is what happened in Rome. It's a ladder. It's a ladder effect. Once you start taking incentive away for people to go to work and to do better, so the guy who makes $15,000 a year, who wants to make $50,000, you take his incentive away by giving him everything. Why does he have to go to work? Pelosi called it job lock. So what he's doing, he's saying to the guys making 15 grand, I'm not going to give you any incentive to go to make 50. And the guy who makes 50, who wants the incentive to go 100, he takes away the incentive from him to get to 100,000. Then he takes away the guy who wants to go from 100,000 to 1 million. And this is where he's getting all his money to pay for all his socialist programs. The wealthy. Well, soon there's not going to be any left because the wealthy started off with a guy who made 15 grand. A millionaire, unless the money was given to him by his family like Trump or somebody. But when you start on your own and you're an entrepreneur and you take the incentive away from that guy to go from 15 to 50, then the guy from 50 to 100, that's what he's doing. And soon you got a socialist state, and that's where we are. This is crazy. Now, what does all this mean? Oh, this is fantastic for the stock market, and this is fantastic for the people who are going to be in the market. Are you kidding? This means we're going to have such volatility in this market. We're going to have these big, huge pullbacks, 15, 20%. Then they're going to shoot back up again. Because what they're going to do is going to engineer the market, and we can see it now. The volatility finally, after 6 years, is back. They're engineering the market where they get these 10 and 15 and 20% pullbacks. That's finally started. That's where you make a fortune in the market. They're going to re-engineer the market now. The day where the market went up every day for 6 years is over. That's over. And we're seeing the volatility. It's coming back. And this is where there's no other place that you can create value. Not like the market. Not when there's volatility. Not when you get these 10%, 15%, 20% pullbacks. Are you kidding? So don't give up on the market. Are you kidding? This is how you're going to create your wealth. Everything he is doing is geared towards the stock market. Everything. When you take the median household income of the people in the United States and trash it, and you put more people on part-time work, and you trash full-time work, and you take the pay of people, drop it by 23%, so they're making less, what do you think he's doing? He's got to get to pay for the $60 billion in college tuition, the $1.8 trillion in Obamacare coverage, and so by dropping the wages for people, by putting 28 more million people from full-time to part-time, because he wants them to fall into poverty. Because remember, he's buying votes. He's buying votes. He's trying to get as many people into poverty he can and give them as much free stuff as he can to buy votes for the Democrats. The Republicans are on the other side. They do everything for the, not small business, but for the big corporations, the multinational, tax breaks, everything. So they don't have to pay any taxes. You see, so you got two of them. They're both bad, but Obama's smart enough to know, well, how am I going to pay for all this? I got to make sure my buddies like Warren Buffett and Soros make even more money so I can go and get their money to redistribute to the middle class that once was middle class. They're now in poverty, which are poor, which, of course, now I'm going to get all their votes. So the stock market is where he's got to create the wealth for Buffett and Soros and the rest of them to keep being millionaires to support his socialist programs. That means the people who are out of the stock market, you got to be nuts. And that's why I provide for you, and Phil's gang provide for you, an educational system so you can make money in the market through this volatility. And I'm going to do a special class this Saturday. We only have about 28 or 32 spots left. And this is what we're going to address. How you're going to make money. I mean, this is a beautiful thing what he's doing. This redistribution of wealth from the top to the poor, and he wants everybody to be poor. He wants everybody on welfare. He's got to create the market to keep going higher and higher. And we're going to address that, so make sure you come to my webinar this Saturday. We'll talk more about that when we get back. It's only $75.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. The recent volatility in the stock market is exciting because using our own high-tech charting and option tools, we were able to pinpoint and capture in advance for our Phil Gang members the recent 18% key reversal in gold mining stocks after a 30% drop. I personally, along with Donald Cogswell and Bob Renier, invite you to the Volatility Means Opportunity webinar on Saturday, January 24th from 12 to 2 p.m. to share with you using that same knowledge and expertise in charting and options that will now help pinpoint the next powerful key reversal in oil and oil service stocks. And as a bonus, a free 2-week archive, all for just $75. Register today at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. See you on the charts.
PhilsGang.com is a powerful online website for novice and experienced stock traders and investors who demand professional-grade online tools, superior customer support, and extensive investing education. Not sure how to trade or invest in stocks? PhilsGang.com is your #1 educational source for online stock trading and investing material, with daily webinars, individual charting videos, and programs customized to make you a smarter, more informed investor. It's as simple as following PhilsGang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell. When they buy, you buy. And when they short stocks, you short. In this volatile market, wouldn't it be nice to have someone guide and coach you to create wealth in the stock market? Well, you can with PhilsGang.com. Simply go to PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're gonna house you, we're gonna feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Listen to what people say about philsgang.com.
You know, I'd listened to you on the radio, and I thought, oh, I love his sense of humor. He can make trading fun. I guess this is the guy I'm going to learn to chart with. So Phil's Gang, Phil, I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
For a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to your retirement security, philsgang.com puts you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
You make it so simple if they can really grasp what you're trying to get through to them.
Only philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell teach you, coach you, and guide you to investing confidence.
Being a gang member, and you're showing us how to trade in any market, which gives you such a feeling of confidence.
Why pay an outrageous fee for a one-time weekend investing class when philsgang.com provides daily investing webinars, alerts, and investing advice for only $49.95 a month, and all material is archived? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row with 2 of the fastest growing companies in America. Phil will share his business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, Fridays only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade Platform.
We believe that sensible regulations could prevent another crisis, shield families from ruin, and encourage fair competition. Today, we have new tools to stop taxpayer-funded bailouts.
We have tools to stop bailouts today. Well, just 3 weeks ago, they just bailed out the banks. They're derivatives. Each bank, 5 banks, the 5 largest banks on Wall Street, on their balance sheet, have $40 trillion each in derivatives. They changed the accounting standards so they didn't have to report it. Boy, that'd be nice. I wish they'd do that for me. But they finally, after 6 years, took them off the balance sheet last week. They tied it to the $1.2 trillion spending bill. You saw that. All the Democrats were all upset. They paid the top 10 legislators that they needed to pass the bill an average of 10,000, or I think it was 10 to 15,000 each to pass the bill. What's he talking about? It's like everything else. He opens his mouth, it's a lie. It's a lie. All right. Look, I've got to get across to you, what does this all mean for you, for your family, for your retirement? It means more quantitative easing. See, he didn't explain to you, when he keeps taking his victory lap as this wonderful economy, and he points to the stock market, what he doesn't tell you is what caused the stock market to go up is not people having savings, extra money after they paid their bills and they go down the street and buy a big TV. No. We found that in our retail numbers, didn't we? Since Christmas. They're not doing that. They're taking whatever extra money, they're paying their back bills, meaning the savings they're getting from gasoline. They're paying their back bills. What's made the market go up is putting $3 trillion, printing and putting $3 trillion into the stock market to push it up. Now, how do you do that? Well, there's two ways. One, the government, the Federal Reserve, buys the 10-year Treasury to drop the yields low so that all the countries and big investors go, whoa, I don't want treasuries, I'll buy stocks. So the stock market goes up without even having sales. Company doesn't even have to have a sale and the stock goes up. Isn't that wonderful? That's what we've been doing for 6 years. We've been doing that for 6 years. Then we print even more money, quantitative easing, and they go and they give it to all their buddies. The banks, they give it to corporations, so they buy their own shares. So they don't have to worry about lousy earnings. This way they can fake their earnings, make their earnings look better. They buy their own shares. Stock goes up. They don't have to have any sales. Don't have to have any sales. And then Obama says, look at the GDP, it's going up. Well, wait a minute. That's because of need to buy. Gun to your head, need to buy health care. That's not want to buy, to go down and buy the TV. It's need to buy. In fact, you don't buy, I'm going to fine you. I'll even put you in jail if you're young. What are you, nuts? So what does this all mean? We have a economy that is fake. We have a fake 1% inflation. We have a fake GDP. We have fake money, fake growth rate, fake jobs, fake prices, fake income growth, fake income and financial stability, a fake economy, and a fake president. But one thing we do have, and thank God we do, a fake stock market. Let's hope to God this market stays fake forever so we can make a fortune. And it's going to have to stay fake forever because he has destroyed this economy, this structure, just like they did in Rome. We've gotten beyond where you can repair it. But if you're smart, you understand, you can connect the dots, and just like Soros is doing and the rest of it, and they can connect the dots and say, I can make a fortune in the market. Because we've never, ever been in a position where this market's been, the economy's been so engineered that the government has to do more quantitative easing, has to keep that market up to pretend the economy's doing well. But we need the wealthy to keep making money. They can't make it in industry. They can't make it buying companies. They can't do it mergers. When's the last time you've seen Friday mergers or Monday morning mergers? We used to have Monday morning mergers. It was unbelievable. Every Friday we go out and buy stocks Friday night, and Monday morning come, we'd have 30, 40, 50, 60 mergers. No more. No more. Can you bring IPOs out and bring bring companies private to public? No more. So where do you make money? Pushing the market higher from 7,500 to 14,000 in 5 years. When have you ever heard of that? Why? How to get there? How to do that? Oh, does that mean everybody was making money? Oh, I see. People lost $12 trillion in household net worth. So in 2008, the stock market crashed. But we go from 2008 to 2013, the market goes up 220%, 7,500 to 14,000. Well, if they don't have any money, how the hell's the market going up? If they're not spending, how are earnings going up? They tell us, hey, corporations have the best earnings in the world. We have earnings, historic earnings, they keep telling us. Well, people aren't buying stuff. Well, what we do, we just print money and we give it to the corporations to buy their own shares. Oh, what a way to do it. That's a real strong economy. Boy, that's a way to have a strong economy. So what it means is that they got to create bubbles. They got to create volatility for the wealthy to make money. Listen to what I'm saying. The day where the markets go up every day. Remember that? We couldn't even get a 1.5% pullback. In 4.5 years, the market couldn't pull back 1.5%. It was so engineered. But they can't do that anymore. Because why? Because if they, like Obama says, I need $60 billion to pay for the community college tuition plan. I need $1.8 trillion to pay for Obamacare coverage so that I can take 10 million people, 10 million poor people, and pay for them. Well, where am I going to get the money? Because I'm not going to create jobs. I'm going to take Keystone and I'm going to veto it. Why would I want to create 42,000 jobs to pay for the $1.8 trillion for Obamacare or the $60 billion for free college? Instead, I'm going to go to the rich. Well, the rich are saying, hey, we'll play your game, but just make us a lot richer. And that's what they're doing in the market, making them a lot richer. So the market goes up. Well, how do you do that? You print money and do QE. You don't even have to know what QE means. Here's all you need to know. How the hell do I know when a stock's going up and when I know I should get out and put the money in my pocket so I don't lose it? And that's why you have Phil's Gang. That's why we are the best teaching format in the world. That's why this Saturday, it is so imperative. Invest not $75 in the market on Saturday. Invest it in yourself. Invest $75 in yourself. Come to the webinar so you can see using options, using our charting. We have the best charts, I think, ever, especially our PT2 chart. Learn how to take advantage of this. Learn how to set your own risk. That you buy a stock for $22 and you can say, you know what, I'm not going to risk more than $100, or I'm not going to risk more than $5, or I'm not going to risk more than $50 to make $500, or I'm not going to risk more than $100 to make $1,500. You set the risk. No more do you sit there biting your nails and knuckles and calling your broker, what should I do, what should I do? You don't do that anymore. Nowadays, technology. How many people use your car radio anymore? You don't. Because you got all that mobile stuff. Why? Technology. So this administration's got 2 more years, and this market is going to keep going up. There's no choice. But here's the difference. It's not going to go up every day. We're going to have 10, 20%, 15% pullback. Bam, you go in and hit it. Take that money. Put it in your pocket. That's how you're going to retire. That's how you're going to retire. That's how you're going to live a lifestyle you become accustomed to. There's no other way. So invest in yourself. $75 a Saturday. I think we only have about 33 pods left. And if you can't make it, it's archived for 2 weeks. You got this thing for 2 weeks. At your leisure, at your office, at your home. Go through it. Let us show you how we use the charts. Let us show you how we identify. Look at gold. We identified gold before anybody else. That move on gold using our charts. You ask my gang. Gold going down, down, down. And using our charts, I said, here's where gold's going to go up, right here. And we did that with our charts and went up 18%. So sign up now. Go to philsgang.com right now for this Saturday.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. The recent volatility in the stock market is exciting because using our own high-tech charting and option tools, we were able to pinpoint and capture in advance for our Phil Gang members the recent 18% key reversal in gold mining stocks after a 30% drop. I personally, along with Donald Cogswell and Bob Renier, invite you to the Volatility Means Opportunity webinar on Saturday, January 24th from 12 to 2 p.m. to share with you using that same knowledge and expertise in charting and options that will now help pinpoint the next powerful key reversal in oil and oil service stocks. And as a bonus, a free 2-week archive
all for just $75. Register today at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. See you on the charts.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row with two of the fastest growing companies in America. Phil will share his business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, Fridays only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Listen to what people say about philsgang.com.
You know, I'd listened to you on the radio, and I thought, oh, I love his sense of humor. He can make trading fun. I guess this is the guy I'm going to learn to chart with. The Phil's Gang. Phil, I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
For a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to your retirement security, philsgang.com puts you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
You make it so simple if they can really grasp what you're trying to get through to them.
Only philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell teach you, coach you, and guide you to investing confidence.
Being a gang member, and you're showing us how to trade in any market, which gives you such a feeling of confidence.
Why pay an outrageous fee for a one-time weekend investing class when philsgang.com provides daily investing webinars, alerts, and investing advice for only $49.95 a month, and all material is archived? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Gang, InvestYourself.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This stock market is open. It is, I think it's flat, if I'm correct. I'll double check that, see where we are with the market in a moment. But first, okay, negative 40 points, thank you. Okay, this Saturday starts at 12 noon Eastern to 2 p.m. Options, charting. Let's help you. This is where you're going to get help. You're not going to get help from Obama. He's going to give you help. You know, I got to say something today. What made me, it's unbelievable. I can sit here and knock my brains out trying to convince people that this deal that we're involved with Obama is going to do one thing, explode the stock market, because he has no other place to go to create money to pay for his free programs, his socialist programs, because he's a socialist. We all know that. So he's got to go somewhere. He's turning the middle class into the poor, because you buy votes by doing that. The more people get poor, the Democrats get more votes. You just give them free stuff. He's got to go and help the healthy rich guys. That's what they pay for everything. It's what happened in Rome, and that's why Rome collapsed. because there's no more rich guys out there, because you take the incentive away. As I said a moment ago, the guy that goes from 15,000 to 50, the guy goes from 50 to 100, there's no more incentive. They say, why would I go work? I'll go get disability check. I can pick up $1,200 a month disability check. I can get a free apartment. I get my food stamps. They'll give me a cell in Sarasota. You get a free laptop. Go to the library. You get a free laptop. You get a free cell phone at the library. It's amazing. People here in Florida, these bums on the street, are taking down an average of $30,000 to $38,000 a year and not working. That's right. Thank you, Mr. Obama. So now we've taken the incentive out of people. There's no more entrepreneurs. Look what's going on in our businesses. Look at, it's crazy. Look what's going on. This is what's going on with our young people. This guy tells us things are wonderful when today, young Americans, they're going to be the first generation to be poorer than their parents. And Obama says things are terrific. They will also pay all their lives into a retirement system that won't be there for them when they retire. They're putting themselves in debt more than anyone else on the planet to attend these universities. They're more like Club Med. They put more money in their swimming pool than they do in their professors. And they're going to be spending a large part of their careers if they can find a job. But this is pretty stupid because Obama doesn't want them to find a job because he wants them on welfare. And that's why we have 28 million more Americans. So for you kids that think you're going to college, think about this first. When you go to college and get in debt and you come out, remember what he's doing to you. He's going to nail you with this college. You're going to come out owing $38,000 and you can't go get a job because there's 28 million more part-time people now because you can't get a full-time job anymore. If you want to be a waitress, a bartender, you can. The number of unemployed, classified as discouraged, who have completely given up looking for work is twice as high under Obama because he's fulfilling what he's trying to do. So if you're going to go, and so he's telling you it's just as hypocritical as 401ks. They tell you, go get a 401k, save. But what does he do to you? He kills savings. He doesn't want you to save. So he drops for the savers a CD from 4% down to 1% so that he can give to GE money at 0%. And now that person retiring, he's not going to retire. So you went to college, you're in debt $30,000, you come out, and the retiree guy says, no, I'm going to be here till I die. I can't retire. I don't have enough money. So you go home and live in a cellar with your mother and father until you're 72. This is what he's giving us. This is the country. But think of the bright side. If you want to call it, here, let's think of this. There's 116 million Americans are working to support a population of 316 million. And Obama says, what? We're done with our crises?
America, for all that we have endured, for all the grit and hard work required to come back, for all the tasks that lie ahead, know this. The shadow of crisis has passed.
Great.
And the State of the Union is strong.
Great. State of the Union is strong. So for every 535,000 full-time jobs Obama loses, he replaces with 845,000 part-time. And he tells you to go to college and get in debt. For every 150,000 jobs created, 250,000 drop out to sign up for welfare. Obama added 11 million to an already 100 million unemployed. So what do? Are you going to go you can get a temp job? We had a 50% under Obama's policies of redistribution of wealth, like Rome. We have 50% more, and temporary jobs have increased by 50%. Disability checks increased by 50%. Americans of all ages are earning less than they did 2 decades ago under this redistribution plan he's got. Everything's free. Yet they're paying more taxes. What's going on? So, again, all I can tell you is stop worrying about the New England Patriot football. They've had enough air in it. We got more people thinking about that football. Did they cheat? Not have enough air in it than what's going on in their lives and the economy. If I could just get 1/1000th of 1% of those people to think about a financial education. But they don't. Because you know what they think, most people? The government will take care of me. The government's going to take care of me. Why? That's all they hear every day. Isn't that what he's telling us? Hey, don't worry. I'm going to send you to college free. So why go work? Hey, I'm going to put you on Obamacare free. Because what I'm going to do, your policy is going to cost you $345, but don't worry about it. I'm going to put you on, I'm going to give you the $300. I'm going to make sure that the people who are working pick up of that $345, $300. Yeah. So I'm going to make 267 million people who are working or who have their insurance pay for you 10 million who don't want to work. And it would cost you $345. It's going to cost you $45. Not even $45 because we got a program for that. Don't cost you anything. Oh, and by the way, the 267 million people who have insurance, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, whatever you got, your policy is going to go up $200, $300, $500 a month. I mean, mine, I get my notices every week. Up. Deductible, unbelievable. To pay for some guy who he goes down to the state exchange, signs up. They said, here it is, $345. Don't worry, though. Phil's going to pay the $300 for you. The $45, we got another program for you. We got the United States Freedom of America payment program. Unbelievable, isn't it? So sign up Saturday. Take advantage of what we're going to have for the next 2 years. Because in 2 years, when there's a new president, this has all got to stop. Because anybody with a brain in their head knows that socialism doesn't work. Take a look at Cuba. Take a look at Venezuela. Take a look at the Soviet Union. Obama is mentally ill. I hate to tell you that, folks. He's mentally ill. I mean, look who was his mentors. Bill Ayers, a communist. Look who his mentors are. Lewinsky, a communist. They're all socialists. And last night, the first thing came out of his mouth, we're going to give everybody something free. So you got to protect yourself, your family, your retirement. Come to my workshop. Come to my webinar. It's going to be this Saturday, 2 Eastern, or 12 to 2. Myself, Donnie, Bob will be teaching options, teach you charting, invest in yourself. Sign up. There's only about 30 some odd pods left. It's online. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.